Over 100 ships have caught fire in last 1 year, and more than 200 ships have caught fire in our last 5 years. Yes, the data is alarming. Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to our new video. In this video we'll be talking about fire safety, and we'll be discussing a lot about various firefighting equipments that we have on board for the safety of the crew against prevention from fire. So let's begin with our video. Well, unlike on land, fire on ships can actually be very devastating, can be deadly, and can lead to situations that are even far worse, and we cannot even predict that what else can happen. Like, there are many situations. We can lead to collision, we can lead to grounding, we can lead to explosion or marine pollution, and well, there are a lot of things that can happen as a series of events, and it can possibly result in much severe consequences than just fire. And because it is such a serious and concerning thing, there are a lot of conventions, lot of code that are in practice, and which are there governing the use of a lot of fire safety systems that we have as per the FSS code. And those fire safety systems have also fire test procedures, and there is a standard fire test procedure. As per them, they have to be tested. And there are regulations from SOLAS which comes along, and they have to be compliant with the SOLAS regulation, whatever fire safety systems that we have on board. So let me take you through a little bit of what all systems that we have on board for fire prevention, one by one. This right here is a DCP extinguisher that is kept on bridge, and this is the inspection card. This is a manual call point button for raising fire alarm. This is a smoke detector that is on bridge. We also have a fire control panel in which we can see all the alarms, various settings. We can isolate a lot of fire sensors. We can see any faults, any errors in the same panel. We have a lot of other equipments outdoor as well, like the fire hydrants, fire hose boxes. We have inside the fire hoses and the nozzle. Like this is a fire hose reel, and there is a nozzle over there. So similarly, every equipment we have on board is placed as per the fire plan, and same will be there on the port side. Same as here on the port side, we have fire hose box, fire hose, and nozzle. This is all regulated as per the fire plan. The hydrant, the pressure gauge to check the pressure of the seawater that we are receiving from the bottom. And just like I'd like to show you how, like, we have two fire hoses and fire hydrants on the bridge. I'll show you all those will be there as per your fire plan. So if I go over here and check my fire hydrants, okay, so it will show from bottom, like from bottom until top. So if I come on top bridge deck, it's showing two. So one is on port side, one is on starboard side, and it will show you, this list will give you the number. And same if you're coming here, hose box with a fire nozzle, you see two for the bridge. And then if we see over here, this is the navigation bridge deck, and we will see on the port side, this is the symbol for your fire hose and your fire hydrant. On the starboard side, fire hose and your fire hydrant. And similarly, all the other equipments are marked in this fire plan and are placed in the correct position as per this fire plan. This is approved by your class, your whatever your class is. Like we have our DNV class, so the surveyor will come and they will check, and then they will approve it. They will endorse it with their stamp and signature. Any changes that are made to the fire plan have to be endorsed by the class. And they have to verify it and then endorse it, and has to be changed in all the fire plans that we have on board. So every ship has basically a fire safety plan that is class approved, and they have set of procedures that are implemented in case what are the procedures that we have to follow in case we have a fire. And not just in one place, there can be fire at any place on the ship. So for different places we have different procedures, different equipments to tackle those situations. And we have also the drills that we are conducting every month. We have a mandatory fire drill. Can be more than one, can be two, can be three, but minimum one we are conducting a fire drill. And also if we have a crew change, we have a lot of people that change. Old people, they go home, and then the new people are coming in. And then for that also, if there are a lot of crew we are changing, then we have to do that fire drill within 24 hours. Also, we have our SOLAS training manual for our firefighting equipments and life-saving appliances. That's mostly kept in our crew mess room or crew recreation room or officers recreation room. That has to be in a common place for everyone's access, so that anyone who likes to read can go through. And it has to be ship specific, like what all equipments we have on our ship, only those equipments are there inside, and people can refer that and read it. So our SOLAS training manual for our firefighting equipments that we have over here on the bridge. Inside we will have one copy of a fire plan, and then there is a list for the acknowledgement sheet for all the people that are on board or who are joining on board. They have to read this, they have to sign it that they have undergone reading this manual, and then they will acknowledge that they know what all systems we have on board. So it's a big list. It mentions a lot of things, a lot of equipments, brief description of all the types of fire. It's a lot of detailed document, and there is an index that will show you a lot of things like fire hoses, fireman's outfits, international show connection, blah 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 blah, a lot of things. And then there is operating procedures of all those equipment that we have. So like this is the extinguishers, the operating procedures for the extinguishers. This is your CO2 bottle. No, it's not the CO2 bottle. It's a fixed firefighting system for galley. This is your deep fat fryer. For the deep fat fryer, we have some places we have this wet chemical, but we have this ultra fog nitrogen system on our ship. So similarly, there will be a lot of other things ship specific that will be in your SOLAS training manuals for FFA. There is a similar sort of manual from SOLAS for your LSA equipments also. And just like your FFA training manual, there will be a SOLAS LSA training manual which will have all the life-saving appliances mentioned inside, and those will also be your ship specific. Like this is your FFA manual and this is your LSA manual. So all the things are mentioned over there. We can read anytime we want. There's also a maintenance plan for all our firefighting equipments as per the company's ISM, and they have given a periodic plan for carrying out inspection, maintenance, testing of all the equipments, all the firefighting equipments. Like here, over here, there are a lot of entries that are made, and there are a lot of other things like weekly checks. We have weekly SCBA bottle checks, weekly inspection for fire detectors. Then we have monthly checks, what all checks we have. There's a checklist over here, what all equipments that we have to check on a monthly basis. Monthly checks, a lot of monthly checks, and then annual checks, a lot of checklists on that. 2 yearly, 3 yearly, 5 yearly. There are a lot of things that are there in place. Now we will take a look around our fire control station and we will see what all items are inside the fire control station or the EHQ. So fire control station is located on upper deck, starboard side. Here we have a fire alarm. This is the entrance door for the fire control room, and there are IMO symbols pasted over here, what shows what all things we have inside. Entering here in the beginning, we have control for the dampers. Moving on, next we have controls for fire pumps, and then this is a manual call point. We have a fire control alarm panel, similarly what we have on bridge. We can also see all the alarms, faults, anything that is there on the fire control panel from here. And we also have a lot of other things. Manual call point, as I already told you. This is start stop buttons for the fire pumps, emergency fire pump, fire NGS pump 1 and 2. And proceeding further, there is controls for the hypermesh. This is the starting gear for the QCVs. A lot of things. We will discuss all these things. This is CO2 bottle pilot cylinder to release the fixed fire fighting system. This is all relays, boxes for the relays. This is the QCV levers. We will discuss this in all detail in the future videos. Now we will proceed outside and see our CO2 room from outside, where we have our CO2 system, which is a fixed firefighting system for our engine room and only for engine room. Yeah. Weather is pretty rough today. It's quite windy and we have rolling. Let me just secure the accommodation entrance door and then we will proceed to see our CO2 room, where we have our CO2 bottles. Okay, let's go. Here, passing, we can see over here we have a fire plan on the entrance of the accommodation door, and we have to keep it updated with the crew list and all MSDS sheets and all. This is a hydrant and then a hose in the gangway area. Now here on the aft part, starboard side, we have our CO2 room, where we have all our CO2 bottles for the fixed fire system. This is our international shore connection kept here next to the entrance of the CO2 room. Now we will just open the CO2 room and see what all things are inside. I'll first secure the door and then we will see what's inside. Just a moment, I'll just latch it up. Okay, so we will now see what's inside. We have all the CO2 bottles lined up, charged and in readiness to be launched in case of emergency, in case we have to launch CO2 in engine room. This is our last resort, last means of extinguishing a major fire in the CO2 room. This is the pilot bottle for the CO2 system to starting the CO2 from here. This is the instructions for launching of CO2. This is how all the bottles are stacked up. This is last servicing report. So this was basically just an introductory video for all the fire safety systems that we have on ships, and in the further upcoming videos we will discuss individually, one by one, all the equipments that we have. And like right now we just gave a brief of all the equipments and all the systems that we have. In the upcoming videos we will discuss in detail, and yeah, we will conclude this video right now and see you guys soon in the upcoming videos. Until then, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share and like my videos. You can follow my channel. The channel link is given in below over here. See you next time.